Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Lunch and Learn with the Librarian. My name is Melissa Pulis, and I'll be moderating today's presentation. The event is being offered by the Cleveland Health Sciences Library here at CASE. We offer these Lunch and Learns once a month, so be sure to check out our campus groups page for future events. I'll share that link in the chat right now. So today's topic is going to be navigating Primo, CASE's new library search platform. But before we start, I have a few housekeeping items to go over. If you have any questions, please place them in the Zoom chat box, which you can access on the bottom of your Zoom window under chat. We'll have a live question and answer after the 15-minute presentation is over, so we'll answer your questions at that time. And as we go along through the presentation, I'll be sharing relevant links into the chat, so keep your eye on the chat. And finally, please note that we'll email a recording and the slides to you after the webinar is over. So with that said, now we'll move on to today's presentation. I'd like to introduce today's speaker, Jackie Mays, an Education, Instruction, and Outreach Librarian at the Cleveland Health Sciences Library. Welcome, Jackie.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. My name is Jackie Mays, and I will be presenting today's Lunch and Learn with the Librarian. Our topic is navigating Primo, CRU's new library search platform. So with that, I have an agenda today. There we go. So today I will be talking about what Primo is. I'll also be discussing what OhioLink is, and then I'm going to jump into a demonstration of Primo and just showing you how to search and all the features there. And lastly, I'll open up this session to questions from all of you. So what is Primo? Primo is the discovery tool at CASE Libraries. That is a fancy way of saying it is our library catalog. And Primo is new. It went live in June 2025. And it replaced the university's previous catalog system. So with it being new, we are still, discovering things that are working well and some things that are not working well. So if you are ever in Primo and you see something that is not working for you, contact us and let us know, because we're trying to improve it and get it fully working the best it can be. So with Primo, you log into the system using your regular CASE login and password, which is very nice and convenient. And Primo is your search tool for finding physical materials in CASE libraries, as well as accessing eBooks, journal articles, audiovisual content, lots and lots of different types of resources on there, and you find them with one search function. You can also request materials from OhioLink libraries through Primo. You can manage your library account with your holds and renewals. You can also save your searches and track your research in Primo. I also wanted to talk to you about what OhioLink is. So you can search OhioLink if you can't find what you need in CASE's catalog. The OhioLink Consortium provides you access to millions of books, articles, databases, and more from 121 academic libraries across the state of Ohio. So it's really a wonderful resource that we have access to. The OhioLink request system for physical books is built into Primo, and that makes it easy to use. If you can't find a material, contact us at the library. We're here to help, and we will do everything we can to get you, what you need. All right, so with that, I'm going to jump into our demonstration of Primo. And to do that, I am going to go to case.edu/CHS library, which is the CASE's Health Sciences Library's webpage. So here we are. I already have it open on my screen. This is our library's website. And as you scroll down here, you will see this search bar pretty much in the middle of the screen. This search bar, a very, very similar one, can be found on other CASE libraries' websites, whether that's Kelvin Smith or the Law Library or the Harris Library. We all have this search bar on our homepages, and it's basically like your gateway, your front door to get into Primo. So with that, I'm just going to jump in and do a search here, an example search. One very nice thing about Primo is that you can search for a journal article by title right from the search bar here. So I have typed in a journal article title, and I'm going to hit search. This is now taking us into the Primo platform here. So I only have one result, and it looks like it's the article that I need here. Before I go ahead and open it, I can see it says read online. Before I do that, I am going to sign into my case account. And you can see I can do that just through the single, the SSO case login here. And there it goes. So I'm signed in, and I'm going to click read online so I can get full text of this article. All right, so it has taken us over to JSTOR, and this is where we're going to find the full text of this article. So I can see it starts here. You can see the title of our journal article here, A Brain for All Seasons. And it is the full text. You'll find the entirety of it here. Within the article as well, you could download it, print it, etc. Grab its permalink here if you needed it. So this was an example of searching for a journal article by title. I am going to back up and go back into Primo here to show you some other tools and features of Primo. So to start with, at the top of the Primo screen, we're seeing a toolbar, and it has various options in it. The first option is for a new search. When you click that, it pretty much gives you a clean slate so you can do a new search. The next one is a journal search. If I click on that, you can see you can search for a journal by title, keyword, subject, etc. And you can also browse journals. For health sciences, you can click over on the left-hand side on health and biological sciences, and it will produce a list of health and biological sciences journal titles. So that's that there. Back up to our menu at the top of the screen. You can also search by citation. So when I click on that, you can see it provides fields for either article title or journal title, maybe the publication date or the volume. You can search for all of those things with the citation search. Clicking on digitized collections, this takes you into digital case, which is content from university archives, cases special collections, and digital collections from partner institutions. You can also, the next option here is newspaper search. So this allows you to look for newspaper articles either by the newspaper name or the article title. And the last option here is Research Assistant. And this is an AI tool that's built into Primo. So I'm going to click back on New Search. I'm going to do a new search. I will type in this case, I'm going to do a title of a book next. So I'm going to type that up in my search bar. And let's see. So the title of the book is Healthcare Finance, Economics and Policy for Nurses. So it's running my search here. If I wanted to just alter my search a bit with some filters, there's various ways that you can do that. Right below your search bar, you get a drop-down menu, and you can change this so your results contain my query words, so the words in your search box, or you could look for an exact phrase. The drop-down next to it allows you to search by title or author. In this case, I know this is my title, so I can click on that. On the right-hand side of the search bar, it says CWRU libraries, and that means that just by default, when you do a search, it is looking in CWRU libraries collections. So that is physical items as well as digital items that we license. So like databases and journal articles and things like that. This can be changed if you want to, like you could search specifically in the health sciences library or maybe in the law library, etc. Every time you apply a filter, just remember that it does narrow your results. So if you are getting very few results, and you might want to take a filter off. The other place that you can apply filters is on the left-hand side of the screen. This already ran this search, so the options here will be limited, but like under resource type, it is saying that it has some magazine articles with this title, books, book chapters. So that is resource type. There are other filters like creation date would be when it was published, as well as maybe you want to search by author. So you get different filter options here on the left-hand side as well to further refine your search. All right, so going back to my example, here's our search results for my book title, Healthcare Finance, Economics and Policy for Nurses, a Foundational Guide. And I can see within Cases Libraries, it looks like there is a 2015 version available, and it looks like it is available online, so digitally. To open the book record, I am going to click on the book title. And here is our book record for the 2015 version. It is available through EBSCO online. It looks like I can also request a physical copy of this 2015 version by clicking Get It. And when you click that, it's putting in a request through OhioLink. In this case, I'm just going to open up this digital version here. So it's opening up a digital version of our ebook. And we went into EBSCO, and there is an additional step under Access Options. I'm going to click on PDF Full Text. And here is the cover of our book here. On the right-hand side, you could jump around to a specific chapter. In this case, it's sections. For each of these chapters and sections, you can also download them if you wish to. All right, so I am going to go back to the book's record in Primo. Before I leave this book record, I just wanted to point out to you some of the tools that are available within a book's record. So one of them here is a citation tool, which is very helpful. Primo will create a citation for you. In this case, you have the options of MLA 9th edition, APA, Harvard. I do know that more citation styles should be appearing very soon within the Primo system. So that is coming soon. Another option here is you can create a permalink if you want to email this record to yourself or to someone else. You can also use the email icon here to compose your email right within, get it right through Primo, sort of using a form there. The last thing here is in the upper right-hand corner, there's a thumbtack icon. And if you click on that, it adds the item to your favorites list. So you can easily come back and find the item. All right, so with that, I'm going to click the X and get back to my search results. What I wanted to show you here is how to look at your library account. So in the upper right-hand corner, I see my name. In your case, when you're logged in, you should see your name. You click the down arrow, and if I click on library card, that takes me into my library account, listing my loans, my requests, which would be my holds, fines and fees, etc. here. I can also see my favorites by clicking on the thumbtack icon. Click on that there. So here are the items that I have favorited. All right. So the last thing I'm going to show you here is how to do an OhioLink search. In this case, we found this book. It's the 2015 version, but maybe I know I need this book for class. My instructor wants me to have the 2022 version. So I'm not seeing this through CRU libraries. So I am going to click the drop-down list here and change it to an Ohio link search. So it is looking for the book at libraries at other colleges and universities throughout Ohio. Now click search. And here we go. So the first record here, okay, so the first record here, this looks like what we previously looked at, the 2015 version. The next record, I can see there's 4 versions of it. I want to see all those versions. I'm going to click on it. All right, I'm seeing that there are new versions of the book, even the 2025 version, but I know my teacher is teaching from the 2022, so I'm going to click on the book title. I'm going to see if I can request it through Ohio Link. So I'm going to click Get It. This pulls up a form, and my pickup location, that's my home institution, which is Case. You can specify the pickup, the local pickup location. By default, it's on Health Sciences Library, but you could pick another Case location here. And that's it. You'll just click Send, and it should place the request. So it says the request was successfully submitted. With Ohio Link requests, they usually take about a week to come in, and you'll be notified by email when it's ready for pickup. One last thing here, I wanted to show you back to your account that you can manage your requests, so your holds, by going up to your account. If you go to My Requests here, it'll show you everything you have on hold. In this case, maybe I no longer need it and I want to cancel it. So you could do that in here as well. Go ahead and click cancel it. And that's it. It is done there. And I am just going to go back to new search, which clears everything out. And that is pretty much the end of the demonstration here. And that leaves me just with any questions that you have. And I also want to remind you before we break into questions that the library is always here if you have questions after this session. You can contact me, or you can contact askchsl@case.edu, and that will submit an email to us and we will respond to you. All right, so with that, I will take any questions that any of you have.
Sorry, I was muted. Thanks, Jackie. That was great. I even learned a lot. Primo's pretty new to the university, so it's always good to see what features there are. So we did have one question in the chat, and that was, can you search by call number? And yes, the answer is yes, you can. Are there any other questions? Please feel free to unmute yourself or type it in the chat. We'll wait a minute to see if there's anything else that anybody wants to know.
If you want to specify by call number, it would be the second drop-down menu under the search bar is where you can specify call number.
You can also just enter the call number directly into the search box, and it will take you to the.
Yeah.
You don't need.
It should work that way. So in that way, yes, Primo is very useful that you can now just enter a journal title or a call number, and it will find the result for you.
All right, last call for questions. All right, I'm not seeing any. Well, that wraps up today's session. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to join us over the lunch hour. If you have any questions, you can contact the library or Jackie directly. I've put the contact information into the chat. And I also want to remind you that the full recording of today's webinar will be sent out to you soon. We also post these recordings on our YouTube channel, and I'm going to paste the URL to our YouTube channel there. So thank you again for coming, and we hope to see you at our next Lunch and Learn webinar. So thank you again.
Thank you, everyone.